Beef and Broccoli TV. Go check it out, man. Alright. Oh man, come on, man. God damn.
Gee, I think we got one.
This is another example of beef and broccoli.
Can't fuck with these niggas, can't fuck with these bitches. Y'all broke, OG told me to listen. I came from the dirt where you used to kick it. I stand as a man, I handle my business. You broke at that house and sitting at home. I was taught to get up and get it. Can't fuck with these niggas, can't fuck with these bitches. Can't fuck with these niggas, can't fuck with these bitches. I can be broke and make $1. I ain't even have to plan.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a, gimme, gimme, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. If you want to be successful, you want to be like Trump, gimme, gimme, gimme. Push, 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 push. Step, step, step. Crush, crush, crush.
And they feel like you stagnating them. So therefore, they feel like, you know what? To avoid me changing my current situation, I ain't fucking with that nigga. And that's your own blood. That you like strengthening that fabric is way more important than your current situation. If your
wife or your husband is doing well and you don't want them to, I don't even know what to say about that. If the people around you are doing well and you're upset about that, that's got to be the most obvious thing. It's you. It's you, man. And anybody that love you and try to stay around you are going to be destroyed.
have a relationship with them, you think that's the ideal picture anyway. You know what I'm saying? Family's supposed to stick together type of shit, you know what I mean? But if a person is stagnating, you know what you gotta do.
The rule the nation. You know what I'm saying? Big to the lack of knowledge.
See, nah, the beef and broccoli thing, right? It go for all them dudes that be thinking they know what they doing out here in these streets of seats. See, but the thing about it is, right, you could be a street dude, right? Don't mean you street educated. Them dudes that be acting like they street educated, they ain't, right? They be in the way, and then they put stuff out here that corrupt the whole system. And then it'll start a domino effect of people thinking that fuck shit is some thorough shit. Yeah.
But what we do amongst ourselves reflects upon our peers. You know what I'm saying?
Humans learn from humans.
Right.
Monkey see, monkey do, monkey act just like yo motherfucker.
Okay.
Alright? Hey, give me a drop, man. Beef and Broccoli TV, man. Holla at it. It's just a drop. Say Beef and Broccoli TV, man.
Beef and Broccoli TV, man.
Stagnation, there's levels to it. It's a danger zone. It's got a mild zone. You know what I mean?
Okay, so to segue, but not segue. What do you think? Not what do you think, but what is the definition of stagnation?
Me, I think the definition of stagnation is cloudy vision, stigmatism type of shit, to where, you know, you're distracted. Yeah, I think that's the definition, pretty much, to me. If I had to sum it up.
What? When someone mentions or says the word stagnate, how does it make you feel? Like,
what you mean by that? Like, how would a person be using it toward me? Like, I know what the word means, but
I feel like you are stagnating me.
Now, if a person says that, I would take it as I'm distracting them. I'm in the way. I'm not allowing them to be focused on what they supposed to be doing or whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I would take it. I wouldn't take it in a bad way. I'd take it in a fallback way. Okay, well, let me get out their way, and let me get, instead of getting, because sometimes you know, people might think you can stand beside a person and they might think you trying to get in front of them. You feel what I'm saying? So I would think just to fall back, stand behind them. If I care about them, I stand behind them. If I don't give a fuck about them, then just fuck them.
So that's how when somebody even just say the word stagnate to you, it make you feel like you falling back. It make you feel like getting out the way.
I wouldn't say if a person say the word to me, because if a person say the word to me and we having discussion like we having discussion, then we can talk about it. But if a person comes to me and use it in that sentence like you used it, you're stagnating me, I would take it back, yeah, well, maybe I'll fall back, and maybe I'm doing too much for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm only being me.
Because
if I'm only being me and I'm stagnating you, then something about me being me is keeping you not focused. So therefore, I have to do me in a distance from you to keep, so I won't be a stagnation.
So you could probably be wrong. That person could probably be wrong about you stagnating them, right? They could just feel like you stagnating them, or be putting the blame off on you to make it look like you stagnating them. Like, could it actually be that?
If that's the case, then that's more of a disorder, or that's more of a psychological issue. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something that they're dealing with, and they're just placing the blame on you that you're stagnating me. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the same if somebody who is, you know, got the nutrients of this beef and broccoli shit we talking about, you know what I'm saying? If they got the nutrients and they, you know what I'm saying, and they tell you some shit like that, only thing you can't do is respect it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you care about that person, they care about you to tell you that. Because motherfuckers ain't even that honest with you these days.
To be stagnated. Stagnation comes from the people that are around you. They are the ones that get to see everything that you do. What makes you mad? What makes you sad? These people have the intelligence on you. They're in a perfect position to do surveillance. Stagnation. You need to be stagnated. I have to stagnate you so that either you are on the same level as me or you are underneath me. If you are above me, I am going to act as if I respect you, adore you, and admire you. But in secret, I hate your guts, because by you doing things that I feel like I'm incapable of doing, even if it helps me that you do that, I don't want you to be able to say that you can do that. Because by you doing that, it reminds me that I am not doing that. I'm not making decisions through problem solving and planning and strategic planning and diligence, which you are doing. Therefore, you are showing me what level I'm on for real. So I hate you for that.
Man, what's going on, man? This is your boy Huncho. Oh, man, you know, already know what's going on, man. Liberty Boys, man. YPL, y'all already know what it is if you know. But this what I want to say, man. You know what I'm saying? On the good tip. Oh, another thing too, man. Little shout out to Beef and Broccoli. Y'all folks are asleep, man. This shit's finna go crazy, man. Just give it a little time, man. Y'all folks sleep. You better get on the train before it's too late. But look, what I want to say about this, man, I want to say, with the hating and shit, bro, I feel like you would get further in life if you just be patient and wait your turn. All the hating you doing, man, it's not gonna get you nowhere. It's just gonna hold you back, man. So I feel like if you hate on a person, man, you're gonna eventually end up dying in life. You feel me? You're gonna eventually end up going down in life. If you don't just help a person or help another person out like they need to be, like you want to be helped, There ain't no point in trying to be a millionaire or nothing, because you can't get in that boat with them folks, man. They don't want you in no shit like that. You can't have nobody that's a snake in your group, because that one person will stop everything that you got going on. So you gotta cut all flaws off, all strings attached with that, you gotta cut them off. So that's how I really feel about that, you feel me? But you know, like I said before, man, it ain't so much you can say, because, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to get somebody's attention, especially if you're grown, because they're hard-headed, you know what I'm saying? They gotta feel it, or they gotta see it to learn it, you know what I'm saying, to experience that, you know what I'm saying, that situation. But with that being said, man, y'all know what's going on, man. Shout out to Beef with Broccoli, man. YPL Bowling, man. Shout out to all the names, man. I know what's going on, man. Chill.
Whether they held themselves back or you held them back. But what I think that we be going through in the world at this time is us stagnating each other as well as ourselves and not taking accountability for it. Therefore, they can't diagnose their problems. Therefore, it's hard for them to make sound, educated judgment and decisions. So, bottom line is, back in the day when crack came, they wouldn't give us no jobs. So we couldn't work. We didn't work. So because they wouldn't give us no jobs and they put that drug out there, right? They knew what we was gonna do, and they needed that money. They needed that money to do something else. But ain't nobody know it at the time. So what we did was they starved some wolves and bears and tigers and stuff, right? And then dropped some beef and broccoli down in there. And everybody fought over it. And it generated all the money they needed to do what they wanted to do. And then they went on trial for it.
South Central LA affected the course of the nation. This was one of the first arrests of a crack user in 1981. So what does this dot have to do with you? A lot more than you might think. As early as 1981, reports of the alleged crack epidemic began surfacing in Los Angeles. Crack rock was cheaper, purer, and easier to get than traditional cocaine, and it took lower income areas by storm. By 1983, the epidemic had taken hold of the city, turning communities into war zones. And soon, crack became a national crisis.
Today, there's a new epidemic, smokable cocaine, otherwise known as crack. It is an uncontrolled fire.
Reagan's Anti-Drug Abuse Act imposed harsher sentences on crack than traditional cocaine use, leading to a decades-long debate that the law was unfairly targeting minorities and lower-income neighborhoods who couldn't afford the more expensive cocaine powder. Incarcerations in LA skyrocketed. By 1995, the California Department of Corrections increased its Black and Latino inmates from 21,476 to 88,376, more than a 400% increase. This led to broken families, an overblown foster care system, increased violence, and a growing skid row that crippled the nation.
Oh man, come on, man, god damn.
Hey, what's up? I'm off duty, I'm a retired U.S. Marshal. Do armed security here at Tappers. Chilling with my man here. Y'all check that out, that beef and broccoli, definitely.